What's up guys, how's it going? It's Ryan. Today I'm going to the Honda dealers to take my hoopty ride, my minivan, to get serviced. It's just gonna be an oil change, I think. Oil change, and they do the rotations. But I'm with, of course, this little guy. Hey Nathan, say hi. Is that Dory? Anyways, yeah, I'm just right now, like I mentioned before, I have a couple of projects coming in as far as screen printing. One of them, I'm just waiting for the 50-piece order to be approved and paid for so I can order the garments. And knowing my situation, is probably not going to be approved till Thursday, which I have to leave for the weekend to go to the NBM show. But I did get an approval for Philosophy. It's a band out here in the Bay Area. Yeah, so we will be doing their promo shirts, and that's what's going on right now. I ordered the garments for Philosophy. I have to go pick it up in San Jose. I'd hate to do 2 trips if this other one gets approved, the 50-piece order, but I don't know. Well, anyways, on my way to the dealers, try to get this van serviced because I know I'm going to be driving this van on the weekend when I go to Sacramento, and it's overdue. Alright, we just dropped off the car. We're here at the Auto Mall in Fremont. Auto Mall. Yeah, so we're gonna get something to eat. Well, I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm hungry. It's breakfast time. The guy says it's gonna take about an hour and a half to get an oil change. Seems a little pricey today. It was over $100 just for an oil change and service, but I guess majority of that's paying for labor. But the guy gave me a discount, so it's only gonna be like 80 something bucks. Come here, this guy. Where you going? Alright, here's Applebee's. I think they're closed. I don't think they do breakfast. I think probably do lunch and dinner. Yep, 11:11. They don't do breakfast. So there was like a bakery place here. Probably this one. They're probably redoing it. Oh no. Alright, some of you guys were asking more about the drone. If I'm gonna do more of the drone footage. I'm not sure. I'm kind of skeptical. Maybe because of this one. It's kind of, like I said, it's a cheap little drone. You can tell it's cheap. It's just plastic. Like, not even hard plastic. It's like plastic. So if it drops, like within like 5 feet, I think it'll break. But this kid, what are you doing? You're killing the plants. But I don't know. I think I will try it again. Hopefully, maybe today. Well, I haven't charged it yet, so let me charge it. I'll try to fly it today or tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get a better flight. I think I gotta calibrate it. He said that I gotta calibrate the drone. What you got there, bud? Dead? No. Yeah, so that the Applebee's are open till 11, lunchtime, and across from it is it used to be like a bakery place. It was really good, but I don't know why they closed down. Now it's some sort of Asian dessert with boba. If you guys know what boba is, it's those little tapioca balls and milk tea. Really good. Try it out. Look in here. Look for I guess you can look for milk tea or boba drinks or boba. All right, since we can't find a bakery or a breakfast place, we're gonna go hit up Kryspy Kreme, which I don't like going to. Their donut's too sweet. I don't know what it is, but it's too sweet. It hurts my teeth. My teeth's starting to hurt just thinking about it. But we're gonna get a donut, I guess. He wanted a donut. Well, like I said, Kryspy Kreme. It's too sweet. I don't know. It's too sweet for me. I'd rather get a regular donut, but those little donuts, man, they pack a punch as far as sugar. Alright guys, back home from the dealers. Like I said, I took the minivan to get serviced. I take it there. I mean, it's just an oil change. I can do the oil change, but I took it there. I think I got 1 or 2 more service that I get a discount on. They said prior to inspection that my brake pads were 2 millimeters low, so it's about I would say about 1/4 of an inch, which is really low. I gotta change it. I knew I had to change it, but I didn't know it was that low. So they were gonna charge me close to 400 bucks for them to change it and do the rotors. And I was like, I can do it myself. So yeah, so I went to O'Reilly's. I got the parts. Only cost me about 110 bucks or something like that. So, well, like I said, I do have a trip coming up. I need this van tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow, so I gotta change these. Go ahead and break these lug nuts loose. One of the locks, one of the lug nut is a lock, so make sure you have the key. Alright, if you guys are doing a brake job yourself, make sure you guys uncap the brake fluid reservoir right there. It just relieves the pressure. Alright, so what we're doing is we're taking the brake pads off and replacing the caliper here. Okay, brake pads. Alright, so now to get the old caliper off, it's just 2 screws here. Just get them off with an impact gun, or in my case, what do you call this? The impact drill? I don't know what it's called. Well, that broke my drill bit. There's the old. Alright, before you guys put the new one in, make sure you get some brake cleaner. And, well, let's put it on. Alright, so I had an issue with this one. So, these things have screws that screws onto the hub here. So, look, stripped it, both of them. Well, what happens is, rust gets on them and brake dust and all that, so you have to knock them out basically. And it's always good to replace them, so that's what I'm going to do. These are M6 metric. If you're not sure what size your screws are, take one off, take both of them off, and go to the hardware store and make sure you get enough for both sides. Just grab a couple more just in case something happens. You never know. Alright. And like I said, so when I said I was going to get some brake cleaner, clean them off with brake cleaner. Okay, now to put the shoes on. So here, the difference is that here's the old pad, here's the new pad. The difference. So yeah, it's about a little under 1/4 of an inch. That's not good. And this is brand new, so you don't have to get them turned. So when you're changing brake pads, make sure you turn your rotors or buy new ones. For me, it's easier to buy a new one, and I think it's cheaper. Alright, one down, we gotta go to the other side. When you're putting back lug nuts, you always put them at a star pattern. Okay? Oh yeah, if you are going to be jacking up your car on the side here, just to let you guys know, there is a spot to put the jack in, which is, I'll try to show you guys something. This little notch right here. That's where you put the jack on and jack it up. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna really mess up your undercarriage. Either this plastic thing you're gonna hit this plastic thing, or the plastic thing on the other side of it. But that's the strongest part of the vehicle for putting a jack under it, or a jack stand. If you guys didn't know that, there you go. Well, first things first, let's loosen up this caliper. When you do this, you're actually loosening up the pistons, so they'll fall all the way back to the back part of it. Because as you know, when you put the new shoes on, they're gonna be much thicker than the old one. It's okay to do this just because I know I'm gonna be changing the whole brake system anyway. But don't do this if you're gonna just keep the same rotor, because you're just gouging into the rotor there, and that's not a good thing. Alright, now let's take this caliper off. So for me doing that, see how I look at the brake fluid? I rose up, now it's too much. I have to take some out. But yeah, see, it's dripping down there. So that's what you need to do. Make sure you open up the that's the reason why you have to open up the reservoir, because you need to release some pressure. Just taking this brake line off of the bracket here. Last thing I want is disting the brake. That's a whole other issue. Now the fun part is trying to take this thing off, because yeah, I don't want to strip it again. What you gotta do is knock it a little bit. This is called the impact driver. What you do is knock this thing a couple of times. It should be good, right? Use a sledgehammer this time. Oh, wait. Now let's take this thing off. Alright, let's put this new one in. Slide up the screw holes. Get new screws. I'm tired. Okay, so let me show you guys the difference. This is the old Rotors. If you guys can see, it's all wavy. So that's because that's where the pad's hitting on both sides. And it has this little lip here. So each time you change your brake pads, it is always highly recommended that you get these turned, meaning that they're gonna resurface it. Or do what I did, just buy a new one, which is nice and clean. But depending on the cost, I don't know what the cost is, but it might just be best to buy a new one, depending on how much they charge at the shop. Let's change the shoes, brake pads. We're saying shoes. Ooh, this one's worse. Look at this. It's like that much. Not this whole thing. It's just from the bottom here. See that? From here to there. From right here to there. Remember guys, if you guys are putting your wheels back on or taking it off, good practice to do it in a star motion, so you won't mess anything up, and your wheels should be straight, not like this when you're driving. The van's out there parked outside. That means it's done. I changed the calipers and I changed the brake pads. One thing I didn't mention is that when you put the new pads in, it's either your brake fluid is either gonna be really low or above the max line. Yeah, so drive it around, push on the brakes. Don't slam the brakes, just push on it. You know, just make sure the fluid it's in there. Make sure there's no rocking or shaking.
If there is a little bit of shaking, that means there's still something wrong with your brakes and your wheels are not, you know, turning like this. And that's the reason why when you put the tire back and you put the lug nuts, you tighten them in a star formation. Yeah, so once again, check your brake fluid, make sure it's on max, it's not overflowing, because it needs that much room for the pressure to go up and down. And that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Hopefully it's informative. So tomorrow will be a traveling day. I am going to Sacramento. That's Thursday, and I'll be at the NBM show for the weekend. All right, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Later.